I've been doing this little side project when I'm kind of bored. Well, not really bored, but where is it? Um, okay, okay. So I've basically been. Wait, I forgot which chat I'm in. I've been browsing Russian social media because one thing that a lot of people forget is that the Russians still claim that the official casualties are only 6,000. But we know that the Russian casualties, must be somewhere probably already reaching 200,000, if not even more. And what happens is when Russian soldiers are killed and the Russian regime denies that they've been killed, the families of these soldiers are simply ghosted. The wives, the daughters, the mothers, the regime officials, they just ghost them. They don't take their calls anymore. They hang up when they're called. They're just completely ghosted and they don't know what happened to the relative. And there's a curious thing that started happening in Russian social media recently, and I've been observing it. Of like I've been browsing Russian Telegram groups to take a look at this of Russian mothers, daughters, brothers, fathers, etc. uploading videos asking, "Hey, have you seen my dad? Have you seen etc. My my brother?" And I've been looking at these and just fucking look at how many there are. And this is just a snapshot of what I saw within like an hour. This is half of what I found within an hour. I think there's another one. I have to. Yeah, I've got another image here too. So within an hour, I've assembled all of this together. And these are all mothers, brothers, sisters, wives, all of them fathers also uploading videos going, have you seen this person? He's a soldier, he's in Ukraine, he was sent to Ukraine. He no longer takes calls. He no longer calls back. He no longer sends letters for months, for a year, possibly even more. The government doesn't tell me what happened to him. Have you seen them? This stuff, this here, right here, in my opinion, this is what probably will probably cause the first protests in Russia. I don't think that you can treat people like that and get away with it indefinitely, including in a regime as bad as that of Russia.
So one thing that you talked about in one of your videos was Russian authoritarianism, and it seems like you're fairly pessimistic on Russia becoming like a liberal democratic society at some point in the future.
Uh, right now, yeah, I am. Because, like, I think the worst case scenario will come true. What will happen is they either lose the war or they retain some of the territory they conquered, but they're going to basically become a gigantic version of North Korea. I don't see that regime getting overthrown. If you look at the political elites in Russia, they've successfully murdered everyone who could be a leading opposition figure. It's going to be bleak. They may have a regime change, but you keep in mind that the people who will change that regime are probably even more insane than the people currently in charge. So I see a very bleak future ahead.
Is there no hope in your view?
Of course, there's hope. There's always hope, but I think hope is a very dangerous thing, and that you shouldn't base your political decision makings on hope. Which is why I'm very happy that most of European policy has now changed to let's prepare for the worst case scenario. I think that is the far wiser thing to do. Always prepare for the worst case. Always prepare for the worst. I'm glad that we're doing that right now. I'm glad that most of Europe is not preparing for normalization with Russia, but increasingly preparing for, yeah, we're going to have to deal with basically a gigantic North Korea in our neighborhood for the next half century, which is probably what is going to happen.
Thank you for watching another GamerGate book video segment. For 30 days, starting on December 9th, I'm running a Kickstarter campaign for this project, so please back the campaign for the people of GamerGate on Kickstarter or at gamergatebook.com. This project investigating and documenting the history of GamerGate from a variety of perspectives requires your support, and I appreciate it. Thank you.